It's Bats Improv. I am your host, Rebecca Stockley, and we've got two teams of improvisers performing theater sports tonight. Theater sports is Bats' titular improv format, and we've been playing theater sports for nearly 35 years in San Francisco. In fact, this coming November will be Bats' 35th birthday. How about that? And tonight we've got, as I mentioned, two teams of improvisers. You, audience, you are going to be judging the show tonight. We've got the poll, and you'll be using the poll to deliver the points to either one team or the other at the end of each round. So keep those fingers close enough to your computer that you can give us suggestions and vote at the end of each round for the team that you think deserves the points. And the other thing we have going on tonight is Joshua Raoul Brody will be here, and he's going to be providing music for both teams. Hey, Joshua. Sound and Fury from Joshua. Any minute now. Later. Okay, so we've got improvisers, we've got music, we've got you, the audience. And I think with no further ado, we should probably introduce the teams. So I'm going to bring out, first of all, Oops.
Oh, hey. Oh, whoops. We almost forgot.
Oops.
Whoops. I don't know what happened to my
It took
team.
a little while to get all the cameras worked out because we were having oops.
Whoops, we did it. We did it. Oh, hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
To play.
What are your names? To introduce yourselves.
Oh, sure. I'm Jenny.
I'm Corey. Oops.
Paul, you were muted, but I happen to know your name. So that
fair enough. Oops.
All right. So thank you, Team Oops. And we're going to introduce the other team opposing Oops tonight. We have Phew come on stage.
I was just feeding the chickens.
I thought the elevator was just going to go all the way down, but it stopped in time.
Woo.
I'm happy you guys made it. I'm Regina.
I'm Dave.
I'm Ken. Almost forgot my name.
And the next thing that I need is two team captains for the coin toss. The coin is a tuppence from England, and I'm going to ask Jenny to call it in the air, if you would.
Oh,
Jenny,
sure.
call it in the air.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yep. Heads.
And it is tails. Phew, you get 1 point because you won the toss-up, and you also get to introduce the first team challenge, and you'll go first. So you're on. That's Phew is on.
All right. Whew. I was worried about that toss. Thank goodness. Oops. So both teams. We challenge you to do a scene where there are more characters than there are players. So you have to have at least 4 characters.
We accept.
All right. And from our audience, what I would love to do is get a location where you would find lots of people. So a location where you find lots of people. And here they're coming in. Concert was the very first one I saw. So scene with more people than there are players at a concert. Thank you.
This is such a great concert. I'm so happy we're here, Dan. Oh, God.
Yeah, I was really lucky to score those tickets, you know.
So cool. I can't believe it.
Oh, I love this song right here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, God. Oh, oh, hey. The movement's making me. I gotta go to the bathroom. I'll be back in a minute, okay?
All right. I'll see you, Connie.
All right,
I'll be right here.
all right,
Connie.
Dan. All right, Dan.
I'll be right here.
Excuse me, is this seat taken?
Yes, it does happen to be taken. My
man.
friend is sitting there.
Oh man, I got tickets from the scalper outside, and they're phony. But I mean, I got in, but they're like no seats. Do you mind if I just like stand here? I mean, is that gonna be cool?
But you're gonna have to leave when she gets here, okay?
Well, yeah, I could stand like between the seats, maybe, or like over
No.
here beside you.
Hey, buddy, can I be completely honest with you?
Yeah.
The lady that I'm with is very special to me.
Oh.
And she's kind of worried because I told her once that I was bisexual, so she might get the wrong idea if she's here, you know?
Yeah. Oh no, totally cool, guy. I'll go and find someplace else. Nice talking with you.
Yeah.
Dan, who was that?
That was just some guy who had got some tickets outside from the scalper, and he was just wondering if he could, because they were like phony tickets, so he didn't have any place to like. So I love this song.
I love this song. You know, this is about romance and like how you've got to really be able to trust your lover, you know, because sometimes they like switch it up.
Yeah. Oh man.
Excuse me, house security. I got a report from somebody that they got a ticket for one of these seats. Can I see your tickets, please?
Yeah.
There you go.
Here's mine.
There you go. These both look legit. Look out. There's a lot of scalpers selling fake tickets. Okay, so we got to be careful. Enjoy the show.
Yeah. Hey, Dan, that guy was making eyes at you. Did you see that?
Yeah. I love
What?
this song.
What?
I love this song. Yeah, he was making eyes at
Excuse
me.
me. Excuse me. Are you Dan?
Yeah.
Dan. It's Reg. Reginald.
Hey, Reg.
Reginald.
You want to introduce me?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Dan. I'm sorry, ma'am.
She's my girlfriend.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you mean,
well-
really? What do you mean, really?
I got to go check. There's probably scalpers around.
I had a relationship with Reg, okay?
Okay, you know, I really don't care. It's just that I think when you're with me, I just want you to be with me. I don't
I
care.
am with you. I love this song.
I love this song too.
All right, that was Phew with a concert scene. And now a scene where there are more improvisers, or sorry, wrong, more characters than there are improvisers with Oops.
Whoops. Okay. Who wants to get a suggestion?
I will. Oops. Can I?
Yeah.
Sure.
Fantastic. So, what I'd like a style of cuisine, if you would.
Cuisine.
Cuisine.
Okay, I see. Danish.
Danish.
Danish
Great.
cuisine.
We'll go with Danish then.
Danish.
Okay.
right. Danish cuisine.
Hi. Can I help you? Do you have a reservation?
Yes, we have a reservation for two for supper.
Name, please.
That's what they call it. That's what they call it in Denmark, right? They call it supper. They don't call it dinner.
Is it Zuper or supper? I it's spelled with a different letter, right?
It's pronounced. It's written Zuper, but it's pronounced supper.
Because we had an argument.
Yeah, I know. We did. We had an argument.
Your name, please.
Fjord Henry.
Fjord Henry. Ah, there you are. Right this way, please.
Thank you.
We're Danish. We have a Danish origin.
We do.
Really?
We do.
Yeah.
How about that? That's
Yeah.
fantastic.
Can I be honest? I've never eaten Danish food.
No.
Well, this will be a real treat for you. I'm sure of that.
I mean, what are some specialties in the Danish cuisine? We just don't know any. I'm embarrassed.
Well, there's of course Danish.
Yes, that's yeah.
Is that eaten for
Danish.
Zuper? Is that for Zuper? Do we eat that?
If you choose, absolutely. There's all sorts of things you can have. Go, come on, let me take you to your table.
Okay, good.
Right this
I'm
way.
just gonna run. I'm just gonna run to the restroom, honey. I'll be right back. Okay.
I'll be
Okay.
at the table.
Okay.
Okay.
Here you go, sir.
Oh, thank you. This is lovely. Wow. I'll sit right here. Thank you.
Fantastic.
Could you recommend a Danish cocktail or wine?
Yes, you can have the Schiff wine.
The Schiffwein. Oh,
Yes.
that's great.
Great. Well, I tell you what, I will tell your waiter, and he'll be right over to serve you.
Great. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Schiffwein.
Hi, I'm the chef.
Chef. Oh, hello, chef. Hi.
Yeah.
I'm
I know you're Danish and you never eat Danish food ever. Get out. Get out of my restaurant.
Wait. I'm Danish. You can't kick me out of your restaurant. I'm a Danish person. I'm a Fjord Henry.
A Fjord Henry?
Yeah, I'm
From the Fjord Henry family?
You obviously you know of us. We're Danish.
Fine, you'll stay, but you're an embarrassment to your people for not have ever eaten Danish food. I shall prepare you something.
Assimilated.
Here's a menu, sir.
Thank you. Your chef just came out here. He seemed insulted that I hadn't eaten the food. And gotta be honest, you're my waiter, right?
I am Anders. I am your waiter. Yes.
I don't know what to order here except for Danishes. Should we just
I'm
get
back.
Oh, hey, honey.
Hi.
Get an order of Danishes to start. Is that what you eat in Denmark?
If you choose to, you may. Here you are, ma'am. Here's a menu for you.
You know, somebody told me that you could also get a kind of a creamed fish or
Yes. Yes, the creamed fish. It's a specialty.
honey.
Honey, I think I would like to. I'm gonna go look. They have an aquarium over there. Like you pick your own fish. I'm gonna go look. I just want to kind of see what kind of fish they have to cream them up. You know what I mean? Okay, I'll be back.
So then 2 orders of the creamed fish, whatever she
Creamed
chooses, 2 Danishes, and a bottle of Schiffwein. And
Very good.
my compliments to the chef before we've eaten anything, because I know he's gonna schuff in my food.
Gaben,
Oh,
make
I
sure
am
that
your
they have
entertainment. Oh, sorry, waiter. What did you say?
make sure that they are entertained.
Oh, yes. I'm going to sing you a very famous Danish song. Yes? You know it, right? Of course, because you're Danish.
Yes.
Yes. It goes like this. Danish, you eat your Danish. Apples, peaches, strawberry, Danish. Ah, you like this song? No, why are you crying?
It reminds me of my Danish grandmother.
Oh, did she make you the fresh Danish? Oh, it's true. You are true Danish in your heart if you cry when you think about Danish. Ah, it's beautiful. I would tell the chef to make you the finest Danish. I'll be back.
And that was the day I understood that the reason that a Danish has the good stuff in the middle is because a Danish person has the good stuff in the middle.
And that's Oops with a scene with a message. And now you get to, audience, you get to vote. But first, we're going to see a tableau from each of the scenes. We're going to start with Hugh, actually. So We're going to start with Hugh. And
boy.
if you come on stage and take your tableau to remind the audience of that scene in the concert in 3, 2, 1. And now we'll see a scene from Oops, and their scene in the Danish restaurant in 3, 2, 1. And now, audience, you are going to vote. Which team is going to get 5 points? All 5 of those points will go to one team or the other, and the poll should be appearing on your screen. While you're voting, there it is. While you're voting, deciding which team gets the points, Joshua will play music for you. Joshua, you're muted. Seconds, get your votes in. All right, that's the end of the poll, and the results are Oops gets 5 points. That's Oops with 5 points, and Few has 1 because they won the toss-up. So before we issue the next challenge, go ahead and take a bow, guys. Before we issue the next challenge, I would like to tell the audience, after this round, so not this round, but the one after this, we're going to do what's called an audience challenge, where we bring an audience volunteer on stage with us, onto our virtual stage with us, to do a scene. So if you think you might be interested in volunteering, you just say so in the chat. Hillary, our magnificent Hillary, our technician and backstage manager, who does all kinds of things for us when we're doing shows, she's going to choose the audience member to come on and be part of that next round of scenes. So she says, if you're willing, raise your virtual hand. And then, with no further ado, this is our score so far. Oops, you issue the next challenge.
Corey, why don't you go ahead and issue a challenge?
Okay, great. I want to challenge our other team to do something involving a different time period. And for our challenge involving a different time period, we are going to do a silent movie. So there's going to be no talking except for music. So Joshua, can you play some music? Maybe do it with some music here to see that you've heard this. Fabulous. And to do so, we need some kind of a suggestion from the audience for a Jenny, what should we get for a suggestion to start this?
A very specific location.
Specific location. So a specific location. The first one I saw was a car crash.
Wow.
That is a very specific location. So this will take place at a car crash, and it is a silent movie. There will be no talking except for music, and we will begin now.
Rick with a vision. All right, keep that. Don't forget that scene entirely, because in a minute you'll be deciding which team gets the points. Hey, Few, it's your turn. Something in another time period.
I guess we should just ask for another time period.
Okay. Whew, good call.
I saw 108 BC. 108 BC.
A very good year.
Yeah. So, kind of ancient Romish.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So, ancient Rome.
Ish.
Ish.
Romish.
I'm looking for my sheep.
Who
Oh.
there?
Yes, good stranger.
Shepherdess. I come in search of a man who is wanted in Rome.
What is his name? I may know of him.
His
And
name is Septimus.
you come for Septimus?
Yes.
And well, a man like you, I am just a shepherdess. I shall not ask any questions. Come with me, I will lead you to.
My name is Marcus.
Marcus.
Yes.
Oh, Septimus, I know of him, and I cannot help myself, Marcus. I need to ask you, why do you seek him?
I seek him because his father has died. And he is now the new emperor of Rome.
I did not know that. I've been out here too long, tending the sheep.
Not know that he is of royal blood?
I did know that, but I did not know that his father passed.
Yes.
What were the circumstances of his demise?
Said that he was poisoned.
Yes. Well, here, just up this lane here, we will go into the walls. Here are the walls of his palace. There. This is his house now. Good Marcus, I shall wish you luck.
Have you a name?
Yes, I'm Calamus, the sheep shepherdess.
Thank you.
Calamus,
Yes, oh,
for what do thy show thy face at my palace? I have not seen thee for a long time.
Septimus, I have been with the sheep. I have promised that I have been with the sheep, and this good man here that stands next to me is Marcus, and he did wish to come and see you, and I did bring you here. And
I have news. The father is dead. He has been poisoned, and now you are the emperor.
I am emperor. I am the leader of the greatest empire the world has ever known. What great responsibility has fallen upon my shoulders. Calamus, you know me better than anyone else. Do you think I'm worthy of being emperor?
yes, I heard the news, and I cried inside for you, for I knew that you loved your father so. But I do know that inside of you, you have a ruler, a good man. I spoke too much.
Stay, Calamus.
Yes.
For if I am to be emperor, and I am to be a good emperor, I will need those who speak truth to me, and none knows me better than you. Calamus, would you be my empress? You may bring your sheep. There is plenty of room at the palace, I assume. Is that correct, Marcus?
Yes, there is room, of course, if you want to bring the sheep as well.
And they shall be the royal sheep.
I say yay. I say yes. Yes, I shall be your empress, and we shall rule with our sheep.
And we shall show the world what it means to be good rulers, humble rulers, rulers that live next to sheep.
I shall roam the countryside and speak of you, and also get food for my sheep, grass, at the same time. This is a time for me to have both what I want and what else I want too.
And you shall have both that you want.
Oh, it's a plan then.
Thank you. Phew. Now we know so much more about Rome. And let's see those tableaus. First of all, oops, with their car crash tableaus. 3.
I messed up. I don't have my filter on.
I'll just take a pose.
Oops.
3, 2, 1. Okay, great. And now the scene from Rome with phew. All right. Now, audience, you are going to determine which team will win 5 points. And the poll should appear on your screen, as well as musical accompaniment by Joshua Brody. Seconds. Thank goodness for that last resolution chord, Joshua. That's right. We get 5 points added to Few's score. So now we have a very close match. Oops, 5 and Few 6, and anything could happen because now we have 2 volunteers. Few, you get to call on either of the volunteers. We have you get to pick either one of them. We've got Stephanie and Andrew, and you're going to be issuing the challenge is using an audience member. You get to say what you'll be doing first.
I heard Stephanie's name first, so you want to go with Stephanie?
Yes.
Come on up and join us, Stephanie. This is the part where we normally would walk you down the aisle, but it's so. Hi, Stephanie. This is Stephanie. I think you're muted, Stephanie. Can you turn your mic on?
Yes.
How are you tonight? Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Great. So what are we going to do that will involve Stephanie?
Let's do a scene.
Yes.
Let's do a scene. And audience, when you think of spring, what do you think of? Put some words in the chat and we'll take one of them. Flowers, nice. The green shirt, nice. Dandelions, allergies, yes, great. Butterflies, we're gonna go with butterflies.
Butterflies,
Right.
great.
Butterflies.
Butterfly. And Stephanie, will you be part of our scene?
Yes, I'd love to.
Great. Okay, good. All right. Matilda, come and chase butterflies with me. Oh, yes. Oh, Matilda. We catch the butterflies and then we let them go.
It's kinder to let them go.
Oh, yes. You taught me that, Matilda. I used to take them and put them in jars, but now.
Look at this one.
Oh, yes. Oh, that is beautiful. Oh, my, Matilda, the blue and gold is beautiful.
It almost sounds like it's saying something.
Really? Let us listen. Oh. I can hear it too. It's speaking. It's playing an instrument, and then it should, I think it will speak. It said it will speak after it's finished playing its instrument. Let me look at it again. And there it stopped. Music stopped, and now
Yeah, it's done with this song, and now it'll speak.
Sorry, I like to begin with a musical intro before I speak.
oh my,
You got me. I'm the magical butterfly.
oh my God. Oh my God. Shall we ask it a question? Starting to play again. Oh.
Could you hold off on the music and answer a question for us?
Sorry. Once I get into a jam, it's hard to get out of it, you know? It's just like rolling in my brain and I got to get it out. But yeah, go ahead, ask a question.
Oh my God. Are you a jazz butterfly?
Correct. I am a jazz butterfly.
Oh my God. Maddie, I can't believe that. We found a jazz butterfly. I've heard of that, but
This is amazing. Do you play improvised music?
Yeah. You know, mainly keyboards. There was a period where I was, you know, doing some bass, but that just didn't. I don't know. It just never really caught on with me. And I've dabbled, you know, with some of the horns, but you know, pretty much keyboards. Yeah.
would we have heard any of your stuff?
Well, you know, I've jammed with a bunch of people. I don't know. Are you familiar with Art Tatum?
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we've been going on. You're kind of crushing me right now.
I'm sorry.
That's fine. Yeah, no. Gentle hands. You know, I am a butterfly.
Maddie, I've got a jar.
I was just gonna say we should keep this one.
Yeah, let's keep it.
But okay. Look, you're not gonna put me in a jar, are you? No, don't put me in the. You're gonna put me in the jar.
Yes.
Oh, can you hear the music? It's kind of sad.
Oh,
Oh.
it almost sounds more bluesy now.
Yeah. You're right.
Hey, did you two put him in a fucking jar?
Oh God, it's a scorpion.
I'm on your shoulder, bitch. Why did you put him in a fucking jar?
Oh my God, it's a scorpion on my shoulder.
Yeah, you know, I'm depending on him to sit on a set down at the Blue Note, and you got him in a fucking jar.
Okay, all right, with a little bad language.
Look, let him go. Or I will sting the shit out of you. You understand me? Hey, you all right, man?
Yeah, I'm all right. It was a close call there, but you know.
Hey, we got a set to sit in down at the Blue Note with Miles and Boyd.
Do
All right.
you think we could get some free passes?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I mean,
All right, now you want free passes?
well, I did let you go.
Oh, you let me go. Oh, well.
Can we just, all right, just put our name at the door.
Just put your name. Oh, sure. I'll make sure to put your name at the door. Butterfly catchers. I'm going to put 2 butterfly catchers at the door. If you see 2 butterfly catchers coming in to the Blue Note, then let them in for free because I want to be kept up in some bottle again.
All right, I'm sorry.
Jeez.
Jeez. But you'd like to have some women come and listen to you play.
Yeah, well, that's not a problem. It's not a problem for me, okay? It's just not a problem. Not a problem.
All right.
I tell you what, I'll comp you a couple of drinks. How's that?
Okay.
Big hand for Stephanie. Thank you, Stephanie. Stephanie, stick around. We're going to need you in that tableau at the end of the
Thank you,
round.
Stephanie.
And now let's bring out Oops and their volunteer. It's Andrew.
Hi, Andrew.
Hello.
We see you again, Andrew. Perfect. All right,
Hi.
this is what
I
we're
did
gonna
enjoy your cameo in the car crash, though.
Yeah, that's
Hi.
fantastic.
That was amazing.
I
Some
was
of my
sure-
earlier work. Yes.
Yeah, I'm a big fan.
Excellent. That's
was-
one.
he was turning color. It was cool. We were all black and white and he was color. All right. What I would like to do with you, Andrew, if it's okay,
Sure.
is we would love to play Word at a Time Expert with you.
Uh-huh.
You know that one?
Yes. No.
Ooh.
I was just doing your own word. Please explain.
Great. So what happens is Paul is our host,
Mm.
and the 3 of us are actually one person.
Mm.
Now the way we talk is one word at a time. And the order is going to be Jenny, Andrew, Corey. 1, 2,
Got
3.
it.
Jenny, Andrew, Corey.
What was the expert part? I didn't understand.
Yeah, I'm about to
Oh.
tell you. It's pretty exciting.
Okay.
We are an expert in something.
Mm.
You're going to get that from the audience. We don't know what it is. But guess what? We're an expert in it, even if we're
How
not.
about that?
We're just going to do one word at a time.
Mm.
And we're going to be on Paul's talk show.
Mm.
So let's do this. Can we, from the audience, can we get something that we are an expertise in, something that you would actually really like to know? Like, I know you don't want to know more about proctology. Well, Corey would, but not me.
Fascinating.
So, Andrew, I want to pick something that you're inspired by. We've got fermentation, cosmic rays, COVID, fashions, the first day of
Let's go
spring.
with the first one, fermentation.
Fermentation. Okay. And remember, it's Jenny, Andrew, Corey.
Hmm.
All right. We'll have some talk show music from Joshua, and then we'll start.
Go ahead and turn the camera off, Andrew.
Turn the camera off.
No, we don't. Oh, okay. I guess we can. Sure.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of What's in the Vat. I'm your host, Dave Ramfield, and I've got an expert on fermentation. Would you please come on into the studio and introduce yourself to our audience?
Hello.
My
Name
Is
Victorious.
Johnson.
Victorious Johnson. Do you mind if I call you Victorious?
I
Don't.
Hair.
Ah, well, Victorious it is then. Now, you are an expert in the field of fermentation. is there a specific concoction that you are most interested in the steps of fermentation for?
Ah,
Yes.
I
have
A
strong
affiliation.
with
fermenting
Pickles.
Pickles. What a great thing to ferment. Now, what was it that about pickles that really inspired you to take this on as your life's work?
well
pickles
Sometimes
grow
mold.
so
I
Noticed
this
mold
and
took
the
mold
wrapping
it
in
side
a
bottle
of
sugar
and
behold.
fermentation.
voila.
Amazing, truly amazing. How did you wrap the pickle inside a jar?
Great
Question.
Host
pickles
Don't
grow
wrapping
themselves.
in
jars
One
person
perfected
the
technique
it's
difficult
to
explain,
to
layman
but
will
try
imagine
a
pickle
that
was
dying
slowly
later
a
um, a molecule
of
pickelium
enters
the
specimen
and
interacts
with
it
forming
fermentation
and
a
perfect
wrap
of
glass
jar.
That makes perfect sense. I'm sure that the next time any of us are going to try pickling, we'll get the pickleenium and we'll make sure that we can just go with that. Now, you mentioned that a pickleenium and pickling was something that was introduced to you. By whom?
Oh,
my
oldest
friend
named
Phil
Barnabas.
Phil Barnabas. I know Phil, of course. That makes perfect sense. Well, now, if you were picking a cucumber that you were going to turn into a pickle through the pickling process, through the fermentation and pickling process, what kind of cucumber would you choose?
I
would
always
pick
the
gold
tree
type
of
pickle.
Yes, that makes that's always the best for flavor and crunch. Now, I understand that you've written a book, and seeing as how summer's coming up and everyone wants to have good beach reading, what's the title of the book so we can go down to our local bookstore and pick up a copy before we head to the beach?
Fermentation
for
humans.
Fermentation for humans. Yes, we'll make sure we look that one up. Now, if there's one thing that you want the public to know about fermentation, what is it?
don't.
try
Doing
What'd you say?
doing
Fermentation
near
an
open
window.
Or
A
Large
gust
of
wind.
could
explode
And
destroy
the
whole
process.
Yes. How many pickles and processes have been destroyed by gusts of wind? Well, thank you very much, Victorious. And we'll be back again tomorrow with more of What's in the Vat. Let's hear it for Andrew. Let's hear it for Andrew.
Thank you so much for volunteering to join us. Andrew, stick around. In a moment, we're going to do a tableau from that scene. But first, a tableau from Phew with their scene about springtime with the butterfly catchers. Let's see that tableau from the butterfly catchers. All right. Thank you. That was perfect. And now, oops, join us again, Andrew. For 10 points this time, audience, you are going to decide which team will get 10 whole points. You get to vote in the poll. Andrew and Stephanie, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. And now the poll will show up and we'll have the voting. The voting begins now. Here we go with Joanna. Wins 10 points for that round. We have at least one more round of scenes, and oops, you are going to, it's now 15-6, and you get to go first in this round with issue a team challenge.
Oh, Paul, I think you got a good challenge there, don't you?
Me?
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hey, wait a second. I want to amend that. I'm going to say each team gets to do anything they want to. Anything you want. All right. So it's you first. Oops.
Paul, I know you've got, what would you like to do, Paul?
Well, golly, there's all sorts of things. I was a little bit thrown by the having an audience member come on stage. So you know what, Corey, we haven't gotten anything from you. Can I? It's Andrew.
It could happen again. You let me know.
Andrew. All right. Here's what I'm going to suggest. I'm just going to do a scene because we've done a few games tonight. I would like to do a scene inspired by something from the audience. Maybe by somebody that's celebrating something. What is something in the audience that you have honestly celebrated recently? Something that you've celebrated specifically. So if it was like a birthday, Mike celebrated my 71st birthday or something. So what was something that you celebrated?
Someone planted seeds today.
That was Andrew.
Somebody got a vaccine. Somebody has a new baby. Teaching someone to read.
But let's be specific. So the new baby person, tell us something specific about the new baby. Like it was a new.
It's Alva. It's Alvis. It's a human baby. That's a specific.
Okay. Now we're getting there. Let's get there a little something more to hold on to besides the birth of a human baby. What was their APGAR?
It was a baby. I think it was a boy. Yeah. And
there you go.
Mateo, a baby boy.
Grandchild named Mateo Alexander. Perfect. This scene will be inspired by the birth of a grandchild named Mateo. Thank you.
Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth? Mr. and Mrs. Kenneth?
Yes, I'm here. There.
Ah,
just a few minutes
Mrs. Kenneth. Oh, are you Mr. Kenneth?
I am Mr. Kenneth. Yes, yes.
I'd like to let you know that you have a grandson.
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Baby, we have a grandbaby. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
Tell me, is it a boy or a girl?
It's a son. It's a grandson.
Oh.
And I have taken it upon myself to name your grandson Mateo Alexander Kenneth.
You named him. Are you the doctor?
I am.
You named our son, our grandson, Mateo Alexander?
That's my name.
Do you name every child you help give birth after you?
Well, if it's a difficult enough birth, I name them.
What about our daughter? What does she have to say in all of this?
Oh, she has no say in it whatsoever. I'm a doctor after all.
No say. Emily is
I'm
our
a doctor.
Yeah, but Emily is the mother of the child, and
she's barely involved.
Honey, I'm so confused.
This very was confusing.
Like when I gave birth, honey.
No, we named after me. Rudolph.
Did you assist with the birth?
No, not at all. He was out drinking beers with his buddies.
What on earth? What kind of nonsense is that?
What kind of nonsense is a doctor naming a child after himself? And how many other Mateos are out there?
Sorry to interrupt, Dr. Walters. I just wanted you to know you have 10 more babies that you have to give names to before noon. Take your time. I can keep them in the uterus until you're ready.
Excuse me. How many? Dear.
I'm going to look it up.
You had a question, Mr. Kenneth?
Well, it's a perfectly good name. I mean, I like the name Mateo. It has a nice ring to it, and good 2-syllable.
I just don't want him to be going to school and then I say, Mateo Alexander, raise your hand, and 7 other children raise their hands.
You could always convince your daughter to give him a nickname that sticks, all right? My goodness.
Has anyone ever told you what you're doing is wrong, Doctor? Dr. Mateo Alexander?
It's Mateo Alexander. It's Dr. Walters to you. We barely know each other.
I'm going to call you Mateo Alexander.
You're Dr. Walters.
I am.
Oh my goodness, my pharmacist's son, Mateo Alexander, was talking about you. And my librarian, Mateo Alexander, was also singing your praises, saying what a wonderful doctor, what a gentle person you are.
See?
I got my groceries bagged by Mateo Alexander just the other day.
Your urologist is Mateo Alexander.
How do you think I got my name?
So now, phew, it's your stage. Anything you'd like to do.
Anything.
We haven't seen a lot of genre tonight. How do you feel about doing some genre stuff? Huh?
Good.
Good with that? We'll go to our audience. Audience, what is a genre that you really enjoy? Oh, Shakespeare popped up very quickly. Are you guys up for some Shakespeare? Sure. All right. We'll do a little Shakespeare. Thank you. 'tis a marvelous day for a ride, 'tis it not, my dearest boon companion?
Yes, 'tis quite a marvelous day for a ride. Ah, this air, it doth move within my lungs, as if the gentle caress of a feminine hand had reached inside of me and did massage me from inside.
Mhm. Indeed, and the sunlight doth shine down upon us and caress our scalps as a lover with soft fingers would caress one's scalp.
Aye, yes, Edward, yes, as you have spoken. 'Tis like the flowers in their visage do massage our eyes, as one would massage the gentle backside with the soft of their hand.
Indeed, and the aroma of the blooms upon the trees do tickle our noses and travel through our nethers, much as a lover would tickle one's noses and play with one's nethers.
Yes. Ah. I'm feeling a bit parched.
Indeed, I could use a drink of water myself, something to slake the thirst that has risen within me, like the hunger one has for a lover.
Yes, yes. There is a need within my mouth and my throat and the entirement of my alimentary canal for liquid. But over there, a creek.
Let us dismount and lead our horses gently to the creek that we may drink of the waters as Nefertiti did drink of the Nile and was thus slaked.
Upon the creek bed, and I wish for gentlemen to come and water their horses here, and my wish doth come true.
Who are the fair Lady Catherine?
It's true. Did you just say that I am the fair Lady Catherine?
Yes.
You are asking me. Oh, good sir, I am the fair Lady Catherine. Yes, I come quite often to this creek and wish for gentlemen to come and water their horses, for I know that the water in this creek is magical and will make your ride to London one day sooner.
It must be the magic in the creek, good Philippus, that doth make it bubble and churn so.
That's true. Why do you travel to London, good sirs?
I go there on business of my lord. Forgive me, I can speak more on it if your ears wish to hear of it. But suddenly I find my own voice cloying and cantankerous.
Oh no, no good.
To the fair dulcet tones of your feminine, beauteous voice.
Indeed, for if a lyre were made flesh and could play its notes to the heavens, it would not look as beautiful as you.
Oh, good sirs, you are so kind. And yet, there is something else that I must ask you.
Ask, and it is thine.
For are you brave souls? Do you have a hearts of steel and minds of great goodness? For there is trouble upon the road as you pass by my house. There is my good husband there, and he does look for me, and I have escaped, and I need two fellows to take me, hence dressed as a traveler, past him to London, so that I may never see him again. But I do need good, strong men for this deed.
Forsooth, 'tis thy lucky day, for we always do pack extra traveler's clothing. And in fact, I do believe Philippus is most close to thine own size.
Yes, I have the clothes. I was just wondering, is your husband archer? Does he shoot arrows?
Yes, yes, it is true. He is an archer, a grand archer.
Oh, looks like that came from over there. What?
Oh, good husband. Oh, I have brought you men here so that you can practice your archery, but you should let me speak with them a bit longer before you do have them reach their demise.
Very well, my wife. I shall leave them here, planted so with an arrow of mine in their chest, and thou shalt speakest with them until they have passed.
And
I shall anon back to the battlements.
yes, good husband. And I another day shall come to the creek and dream of men for you to shoot with your
Oh, that turned dark. Okay, this is for the win, you guys. This is 10 points for this round. Let's see our tableaus. First, we had Oops with the celebration of young Mateo Alexander. 3, 2, 1. And then we had the scene by the riverside improvised in the style of Shakespeare from Few in 3. All right, now the poll will appear before you. Please do vote. This is for 10 points and the win. And in the meantime, Joshua Raoul Brody. Seconds to get your vote in. And we have a winner. They win the scene, they win the round, and they win the night. Tonight, our winner is Oops. Come on and take a bow. 25 big points. Oops. What are you going to do with your winnings tonight?
We're going to go to the vaccination site and we're going to spread it out equally.
Well, all right. Let's see all of our players, including our audience members, if they're still able to show up. Hey, you guys, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Tonight, we had Andrew and Stephanie join us for a round of audience challenges. And of course, we had Joshua performing music and all of our improvisers. So take a bow, performers. Thank you so much for being here, everybody. And we're here for we've got 3 minutes if you have any questions for the performers or for Joshua. And when the show started, I mentioned that in this November, Bats will be 35 years old, 35 years of improvising in San Francisco, playing theater sports, and a whole year of improvising online. That's right. We've been improvising our shows online for a year now. So 35 years of improv. That's right. My sister's saying, nah. 35 years. That's right. So if you have any questions, do you often ask volunteers to attend? We have, over the course of the year, we've invited our volunteers to join us on screen for various numbers of shows. Tonight was the first time we asked audience volunteers to join us for theater sports. And let us know in the chat, what do you think? Do you like it? Is it fun? You could even use the responses to give your emotional response. Andrew took a foundation course with Rebecca. I thought you were familiar a billion years ago, and it was fantastic. And yes, Bats Improv does still offer workshops. And we're offering them online until we reopen. And then, of course, we'll be back in our theater. We're excited about it. So players, do you have anything you want to share?
I just want to thank Stephanie. It was
Yes.
really, it was so much fun to play with you, Stephanie. Thank you.
And somebody did ask, do Stephanie and Andrew have experience, which is why Andrew mentioned he had taken improv before. Stephanie did improv when she was at university at Stanford. And she is the person that Patricia Ryan Madsen, the founder of the Stanford Improvisers, calls the first simp. So Stephanie, thank you for coming on stage with us tonight.
Yay.
Oh, Mindy's kids love the show. Yay. Thanks, you guys.
Have them come take some classes.
Yeah, Jenny, tell us about the classes you're doing for young people.
We're doing improv storytelling and we're having a blast. We're making up stories every week and it's so much fun.
And Alva, in about 6 years, you can invite a little Mateo Alexander to come.
Alexander. There is a
Named
question
after me.
that is, how many here are from the original company?
That would be Regina.
And you, Rebecca.
Well, not quite. I think Regina and Joshua were there. I helped get it started, but I was still living in Seattle for the first 2 years that Bats existed. So Regina and Joshua are the standard bearer. Yeah.
Not the first year, but right after that.
You started when you were like 3 years old, right, Regina?
7.
So.
And Joshua joined a few months later as well. Yeah, improv, a royalty. And I mentioned, Joshua, your music is epic.
Someone's asking, Rebecca, can you give a 30-second version of how you started Bats Improv down here?
Okay, in 30 seconds. I moved to Seattle and started playing theater sports while I was up there. Every once in a while, I would come back to San Francisco and get together with old friends. And I got together with my old friend, William Hall. And he said, so what have you been doing in Seattle? So I lied. Instead of saying I've been playing theater sports, because William Hall is an actor and some actors think the idea of theater sports sounds weird. So I said, well, I've been making up stories. And he said, what do you mean? And I said, ask me yes or no questions. So we played a game that I learned from Keith Johnstone's in William Hall's kitchen. And by the end of playing that game, he thought I was writing stories, but he really liked the story because he would say, are there dinosaurs in the story? And I would say yes or no. And by the end, I said, do you know who wrote that? And he said, you did. And I said, no, you did. And he said, what? And I said, that comes from a book. And the next day, William Hall bought that book at Limelight Bookstore on Castro. It's no longer there, but he bought it, on Market Street. He bought Impro and started playing the games. And about 6 months later, I taught a workshop that was a month long that resulted in the very first show in November of 86. Thank you, 1986. So that's how it started. Is that okay? Did I do okay?
30 seconds, exactly.
30 seconds.
Okay, guys. So thank you so much for being here, everybody. And we'll see you. That's the end of our show. So we'll see you next tomorrow night. We've got Improvised Arabian Nights next Friday, theater sports. And Joshua, what is that you're holding up?
Nothing.
No.
Okay, and that's nothing. Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
What's that you're holding up? He says, anybody still here? Corey, you want to? Oh, he's gone. Bye, everybody.